You have your mother's eyes.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I came across some information about the late great Alan Rickman, who of course not only played Severus Snape, but really became synonymous with the character, and I think it's safe to say that within the Harry Potter community, the man is a national treasure for how accurately he portrayed the potions professor. Now, something many of you may not know is that he was a non-negotiable for J.K. Rowling, meaning no audition process, the role had to go to him. That's who she envisioned playing the part. Same goes for Robbie Coltrane as Hagrid and Richard Harris as Albus Dumbledore. May they all rest easy. It's actually crazy to think that all three of those actors have now passed away. It really makes you realise that time doesn't wait for anyone. But anyway, let's continue. Now, something else that may surprise you about Alan is, in fact, despite making the character come to life so well, Rickman really struggled with preparing himself for the role, and even after he shot the first two movies as Snape, he still didn't feel connected to the character, and that was down to one reason: he didn't know where Snape was going. So many times, in movies in particular, each character has a start, a middle and an end, so the actors playing them know the journey that's been written for their part. This creates a better emotional understanding because it allows the actor to portray the characters in different mindsets to convince the audience that the person they play is truly believable, like there's a reason behind everything. When it came to Severus Snape, J.K. Rowling was 4 books in by the time the second movie was out, and Snape's story wasn't completed. It was in her head, she knew his fate, but nobody else did, especially Alan. This caused Alan to struggle to identify with Snape because he didn't know his full story. He couldn't resonate with why he was so awful to Harry, for example, or he couldn't find the reasoning behind Snape's decisions because the character hadn't come full circle. So, the first 2 movies of Alan as Severus Snape was literally him going off how he just thought the character should be, but after completion of the Chamber of Secrets, Rickman felt he just could not continue in a role he felt so disconnected to. Alan continuously questioned Snape's story, writing in his personal diaries that was released as a publishment. He says, "Where's the story? There's no story here. I can't understand the direction here. I get the character development and the spiffing effects, but where is the story?" Alan said he knew he had to talk to J.K. Rowling about the story because he needed a better understanding. He actually phoned the author asking for some light on the overall story. He says, "I knew I had to speak to her, so my agent contacted her agent and she answered the phone, but she was with her sister, so she told me she'd call me back the next day, and she did." Rickman never revealed what Rowling actually said, and he took it to the grave literally, but he did reveal something she mentioned about Snape, saying, "She told me something that made him seem human, something that created a connection for me. She told me 3 words that helped me to hang on to Snape for the remainder of the series. That explained it all, and that was that Snape loved Lily." Although the entire conversation wasn't revealed, those 3 words gave Alan the dynamic that he was searching for. The actor even had issues with Alfonso Cuarón about the direction of the character, citing he went ballistic several times due to the massive pressure of taking the mantle from Chris. Alan's diary also revealed the following quote: "Talking to Paul about Harry Potter exit, which he thinks will happen, but here we are in a Project Collision area again. Reiterating no more HP, they don't want to hear it." Rickman was even reluctant to join on for the Order of the Phoenix, the 5th Harry Potter movie, but this was due to the serious health concerns he was facing. After being diagnosed with prostate cancer, Alan wanted to go through his treatment without the demand of filming, and eventually lost his battle with the disease in 2016, but after reconsidering it, he decided it was better to remain active to keep his mind focused, saying, "Finally said yes to HP5. The sensation is neither up or down. The argument that wins is the one that says, see it through, it's your story." So Alan decided to battle his illness while filming, something Maggie Smith echoed during her own filming schedule as Minerva McGonagall. Maggie battled breast cancer and had grueling chemo sessions, even collapsing on set more than once, but like her co-star, she fought through. Overall, I think it's pretty evident from Alan's revelations that when he takes on a role, he demands perfection from all aspects of the character within the story of Harry Potter, because Harry Potter wasn't completed. He struggled to express himself as the overall dynamic of the character just wasn't available. He may have just walked away from Snape had it not been for Rowling's intervention. The author also told him the meaning behind the always quote that Snape was so in tune with, giving him her own real intake on the meaning she intended, something Rickman used to drive the character towards his heroic death. Alan also respected the child actors he worked alongside and loved seeing how happy and full of life they were, but also mentioned that he didn't see Daniel Radcliffe as a real actor. He says, "Daniel is so concentrated now, serious and focused, but with a sense of fun. I still don't think he's really an actor, but he will undoubtedly direct and produce. And he's such quiet, dignified support from his parents, nothing is pushed." Rickman also highlighted how smart and intellectual Daniel was as an individual. I think what's evident is the fact that Alan Rickman literally made Severus Snape his own. He brought the character to life, and I don't think I'm out of line when I say he's pretty irreplaceable as Snape. There's not many who could fill the shoes of the potions professor, if any. However, sadly, he is no longer with us to even reprise his role in the upcoming Harry Potter TV series. On a personal note, guys, I think Adam Driver would be an ideal replacement, not because of the long black hair, but his overall demeanour as an actor. He displayed that bluntness that Snape has when Driver portrayed Kylo Ren in Star Wars, that ability to withhold all emotion in a conversation while still appearing like it means everything he said is just unrivaled. Now I know Adam has been the name that has been thrown in the hat for years, but I really think his acting ability justifies him getting that role. But anyway, the other option to recast Snape is of course with the incredible CGI technology we have today that can make a realistic human from software alone. So although I don't think it will happen, nor do I believe JK Rowling would actually approve it, it's still a possibility. So guys, we almost didn't have Alan Rickman continue his role as Snape twice. Obviously he's had several reasons for not wishing to continue, but fortunately, we did get him for all 7 movies, thankfully, and may he rest in peace. Guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure to look out for the next video, because it just might be better than this one. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate your support. Everyone, notifications of uploads are more important than ever. So please, if you haven't already, turn those notifications on to make sure you're notified the moment my video goes live. Making videos is what I love to do, it's my dream and my passion. However, it does cost time and money to produce this content, so if you have $1 to spare to support me on Patreon in exchange for some exclusive unseen content, then you can click the Patreon link below or at the end of this video. Please only support me if you can afford it. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at InstaDeanJ and on Twitter at PotterFolklore. Check out my other videos appearing on screen, and please make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again everyone, and please have a great day.